Okay. I think the second bell's about to ring, chat.
I'm on it.
Oh, there it is. Oh god, it's time for class. Okay. Well then, today we're gonna learn about beginner positioning. Are you guys ready to learn how to position like a beginner, which is better than a newbie? Are you guys ready?
Understood.
Wait a minute. We did this yesterday. Sorry, I read it without thinking about it. I appear to have, we have the wrong slide on the PowerPoint. I'm pretty sure that we're actually in the correct course. I think that I accidentally used the wrong slide in the PowerPoint. Hold on, let me check. Okay. Okay. Maybe I opened the wrong one. Let me see one more time. Okay, no. Okay. I had to double check. All right, so yeah, we just have the wrong PowerPoint slide. Sorry, today is not beginner's positioning. Today is beginner's healing. So I read it without thinking about what I was saying because I was focused on reading. No cheating, Echo. I know you saw it. Forget what you saw. You didn't see anything, okay?
Healing stream engaged.
I hear you.
Okay, that's right. You better not cheat. If I catch you cheating, Diva, then you're going to detention.
Let's get you back out there.
English, please. Oh my god, English, please.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, you better be sorry. Okay. Well, anyway, I think, well, I guess I could say some things about beginner's healing before we watch the video, honestly. So, healing's not as simple as it seems. I know, yeah, Mercy just holds left click. Yeah. That's what, that's what DPS say when they're making fun of Mercy, but it's really not that simple. When you're trying to heal people, it's important to know how every little detail works as far as the numbers and the way you heal yourself and what Valkyrie does, but it's also important to think about what's called your sphere of influence. Another term I made up because there's no term to describe it, so I have to make the terms up myself because nobody's ever made up a science for a character like this. So, but yeah, your sphere of influence is like the area around you that you can reach. Like, see, I can reach you all the way in the back. You're within my sphere of influence. So as long as I'm in the corner of this room, this whole room is within my control. I mean, it's not like I can actually control it, but I can influence everything that's in this room with my healing or my damage boosting because it's in range, it's in my sight, so I have control over it, as much control as Mercy has. So that's important. And I see you texting in the back there. Sorry, I didn't mean to break your computer, but if I catch you texting again, we're gonna have to confiscate that phone. So anyway, that's something to think about. Other things to think about is when you're healing, you have to go from one position to another position, and you're gonna have to do that all the time, switching your sphere of influence from one area to another area of the map. And when you do this, there are things you have to take into consideration. So, if you have a McCree who's up on high ground shooting at people, and you need to heal him, before you go, you need to think about things like, is there someone watching the gap? Will I get shot at? Is there a sniper trying to kill me? Snipers are the most dangerous thing when you're crossing an area. If there's a sniper watching and you try to cross, you could get shot and go down in one shot. So be aware, snipers are extremely dangerous. But yeah, so you're crossing, and you have to think about, when I get there, then what? What can I do from there? Is it safe there? How far can I reach from there? Like, will I, is it a safe place for me to be? You don't really have to worry about, is the McCree in the right place? That's not our problem. DPS are in the wrong place all the time. That's their problem. We don't worry about that. We just worry about us. And we try to save their mistakes. So if McCree's in a dumb position, but you think you can go there, and for you, it'll be a safe position, then there's no reason to not try to save him. You can just fly past, go over, save him, fly back if you think it's possible. So don't ever worry about the dumb McCree's position. That's his problem. So that's some general things to think about. Valkyrie branches to people, I'm sure you know. So if I'm healing Lucio, it will go to everybody nearby. The whole class would be healed because Lucio's in the middle. Same for damage boost. Those are things to think about when you're Valking. When your Valkyrie's over, you should probably try to look for a good place to perch afterwards, if possible. Where you land after Valk. Since you can fly in Valk, this gives you the ability to land wherever you want, even up on high ground where there's nobody for you to jump to. So if you see some high ground that you would love to be on, or some spot if you just see in the middle of a fight, there's a good spot to finish your Valk. That's where you're going to want to go at the end. You're going to finish there, and then from there, you have to remember the sphere of influence, as I mentioned. You're not thinking about that directly when you're playing the game, but you have to remember that, like, everything in your range is what you're influencing. So when your Valkyrie is ending, you want to think about, while I still have this god tier mobility, how can I use the last bit of it to get to the perfect place to set up a sphere of influence? And 2 seconds from then, you might just have to switch to a different spot for some reason, but it's your best opportunity to reposition as the end of your Valkyrie. It really gives you a lot of leeway on finding a new spot. Those are some pretty important things to think about. Oh, and then one other thing I should think about, get to mention in the video, is when it comes to the issue of who do we heal? Do I heal the D.Va? D.Va's missing 100 HP. Lucio's missing 100 HP. Who do I heal? Well, in real games, when you're actually playing and you've done this a long time, it's complicated. But if you don't know what you're doing, and you really just don't know what to do, and you don't know who to heal, why, when, where, how, the most basic rule is you want to heal the lower max health target first. Lucio only has 200 HP. D.Va has like 500 or 600. If they're both missing 100 HP, you definitely want to heal the Lucio first, because he could easily get picked off by one shot at 100 HP, where D.Va can just eat a bunch more dirt and it's just fine. She'll still be okay. So yeah, that's something to think about. You always, if you don't know what to do, just go for the guy who has the lowest max health. So like Tracer would be a decent one, but it's not applicable to every situation. So you just want to go for, general rule of thumb, lowest max health character. And then, like I said, it's more complicated. That's the basic rule. In actual gameplay, there's things like Genji has Blade, or if I heal my support, then they don't die and the support's important, blah, blah, blah. But for the sake of today's lesson, the main focus is who has the lowest max HP. That's really just the basic rule. So, again, this is more of like, this is beginner's healing, okay? When we get to intermediate and advanced, then I'll explain the more complicated mechanics of why you would heal a supporter in Ashe or Genji, or why you would let Tracer die for Ashe to live, and blah, 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 on and on and on, and sitting 30 on this guy, and then 100 on this, and then, get your Tracer above 120 because the threshold, and do they have this, it could go on for ages. That's more advanced stuff. We'll touch up on that, when we get to the next level of courses. Okay, well, I need to stop talking. My throat kind of hurts. Let's watch the video. Why is there no video? Wait, sorry, what happened? Why do I not have a video? Give me a second. We're having technical difficulties. What is happening? Dude, what is wrong with OBS? Oh, no, there it is. Okay. That was weird. It wasn't in there till I closed it, reopened it. Okay. Let me get this in the correct position today since we don't have the quiz in the way. Oh, jeez. Hold on. Grabbing the wrong things. Oh my gosh, it keeps grabbing the wrong things. I can't. There's just so many things in the way. I can't. There's like, oh, the UI. Okay. Too big. That's good enough. Okay. Alright, now we're going to watch Beginner's Healing 103. Welcome back to Mercy School. This is section 103, Beginner's Healing. Today we're going to take a closer look at healing. There's a lot more to know about healing than meets the eye. First off, sorry, my bad.
Mercy's
Hit my
heal
mic.
beam gives the target 50 HP every second. During her ultimate, Valkyrie,
Heroes never die.
this number is temporarily increased to 60 HP every second and heals additional teammates if they're near the original target. Before moving on, let's touch on self-healing a little bit. Mercy has a passive called Regeneration, which allows Mercy to regenerate her HP when not being damaged. This passive heals Mercy for 20 HP every second after not taking damage for 1 second. During Mercy's ultimate, Valkyrie, this passive heal is applied constantly, even when taking damage. This passive heal allows Mercy to lay low for a few seconds and quickly return to the fight after being damaged. Using the self-heal effectively is often another area that Mercy players can find room to improve on. Another important number is the range. Mercy can attach the heal beam onto targets that are up to 15 meters away. Learning this range is
Let's get you back
extremely
out there.
important for any good Mercy. Knowing how far Mercy's area of influence is can make using cover much more effective. So now let's talk about Mercy's sphere of influence. One of the primary roles of Mercy is to act as a mobile heal station that's hard to kill, highly mobile, and can heal from cover. We talked about cover in section 102. Now it's time to expand upon it a little more as it relates to healing. In a real fight, Mercy is forced to make improvised decisions on who to heal and where to heal from. These choices can change on a second-by-second basis in a real game. It's Mercy's job to control cover points while simultaneously healing from them. Mercy may find herself with the tanks, healing from the corner at one point, and then quickly crossing the high ground to save a DPS. When making a decision like that, it's important to consider if the new position is safe. How far can Mercy's healing reach from this new position, and how dangerous or practical will it be to return from this position? In this example, Mercy flies across the street to high ground to save McCree. Since her team is fighting from the corner, she can actually heal effectively from this new position without having to reposition. This change in position is a good example of effectively controlling Mercy's sphere of influence. She can save McCree without having to separate herself from her team. When making a change in position like this, be sure to consider what heroes are on the enemy team and whether or not it's safe to cross. When crossing through the open to heal a distant teammate, beware of snipers like Widowmaker. Now let's move on to healing targets. What should Mercy do when 2 or more people are running out of health at the same time? Deciding who to heal and in what order can make a considerable difference in the outcome of the fight. In the most overgeneralized method, Mercy should heal targets with low maximum HP first, and high HP targets second. If Roadhog is missing 150 HP, and Genji is also missing 150 HP, then consider healing the Genji first, and the Roadhog second. In real practice, however, these decisions are not quite as simple as in theory. While Genji is being healed, Roadhog may take a headshot from Widowmaker, and now be missing 500 HP with the threat of quickly losing the rest. In situations like this, consider not fully healing the Genji, switching back to the Roadhog, and then once the Roadhog feels safe and stable again, return the beam to Genji, heal him fully, and then return to Roadhog to finish his healing as well. There will also be times when not everybody is savable. One of the hardest healing decisions Mercy has to make is choosing who has to die for the team. Often when 2 or more targets are rapidly losing HP, Mercy only has enough healing to save one of them. If she attempts to heal them evenly, they may both die at the same time. 2 of the easiest ways to make this decision are likelihood of survival and importance of the character. If seemingly either hero can be saved, there's usually an order of importance for who to save. The main tank almost always comes first. If Mercy can choose between saving Mei or saving Reinhardt, she should often pick Reinhardt. The other factor to consider is ultimate abilities. If the fight has broken out and Reaper has his ultimate, it may be worth it to let Reinhardt die so that Reaper may live. While the main tank is important, usually a 3-kill Death Blossom can do more to save the fight than a living main tank. Both of these factors are extremely important when deciding who lives and who dies as Mercy. Finally, let's stop to look at healing while in Valkyrie.
Heroes never
During
die.
Valkyrie, Mercy has freedom to fly high into the skies. Unless the enemy has snipers, Mercy is usually unkillable during this time. Valkyrie gives freedom of positioning to where Mercy can focus more on healing and less on surviving.
Here.
When using Valkyrie, the heals branch out from the
Let me
target
get you patched
to
up.
other
Heroes
nearby
never
teammates.
die.
Also, the range in which the beam can be attached is doubled, allowing Mercy to heal from much further away. Try to keep the heal beam connected to whichever teammate has the most teammates nearby. If one faraway character needs healing, heal him and then quickly bring the healing back to someone in the center of the team. With good target switching, Mercy can usually average healing 2 or 3 people at a time for the duration of the ultimate, assuming the fight lasts the full 15 seconds. As Valkyrie is ending, be sure to look for a good location to reset to, preferably one with a powerful sphere of influence from which to heal. And with that, we can conclude today's lesson. Now you know more about healing as Mercy. It's highly recommended to practice what we learned today. Decision making while healing can only truly be mastered through experience. If you enjoyed class today, be sure to subscribe. Sharing the video and hitting the like button are also great ways to help out. We hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you liked this class, consider attending the other courses in this playlist. Until next lecture, Angela Ziegler signing out.
Okay. Alright, give me a sec. Thanks for the follows, by the way. Alright, another great video by Angela Ziegler. I hope you guys learned something from that, because here in a moment we're going to quiz you on it. So, yeah, sphere of influence is pretty important. I forgot in the video, and I guess I'll brush up on it again now that I was reminded about it. Choosing who lives or dies is probably the hardest decision you will ever have to make as Mercy. Not just like mechanically, but emotionally too. I struggled with this for a really long time as a player, where I would be in a fight and I wanted everybody to live, and I would have to choose who lives and who dies, and I would always try to heal both at the same time. I would just
Healing
switch
stream
back and
engaged.
forth, and like so often it would lead to both of them dying then, and I finally had to just accept that I have to choose who dies. And then eventually you get better and better at choosing who dies based on a whole bunch of information you're getting, based on what's happening in the fight, based on who has ultimate, based on who's doing well, who's playing well, like, you know, all those things. Eventually you get to where it's just subconscious. You're just playing and you just know what's happening, and then you just know which one which one is the right one. But for me, that took hundreds of hours in order to get that down. So that's probably the hardest decision you will ever have to make as Mercy, and probably one of the biggest things to improve on for a lot of Mercy players, because sometimes you can't save everybody, and if you save the wrong one out of the 2 or out of the 3, then you could lose. But at the same time, if you save the correct one out of 3 people who are going down, you might just win because that one guy might just also kill 3 people on the enemy team. So those are things to think about. And then I pretty much covered everything else before the quiz with the thing. I better get the quiz ready while I'm lecturing, come to think of it. Let's pop that quiz thing up. Hold on. All right, we're gonna go to start quiz. Hope you guys are ready. We're gonna pop it up, but it's not gonna ask questions yet. Better not ask questions. I'm gonna hit start quiz. This will show the rules on your stream, it says. So, there we go. Setting rules to player. Okay, guys. So, on your laptops in front of you, you can, like, change manage access and give yourself a name. If you see anything on your screen at all about QuizKit, then you are probably good to go. You don't need to hit accept. There is no accept button. Also, you in the back, you're allowed to pull out your mobile phone because I broke your laptop. So, just do it on your phone. You're allowed. I won't confiscate it. But anyway, if there's a way to manage access on it, try to do that. And then give yourself a name so I know who won. Because if it says, oh, first place was contestant 9, that sucks. And I have to try to talk it out with chat and figure it out. And at the very least, if you do end up in that situation and you win, take a screenshot, send it to me on Discord, and prove that it was you so you can get your reward. And if you don't do that within a few minutes, then I will probably have to give the prize to the second place person. Also, new rule for today, and now on, if you win, I will give you a few minutes to say something. If you don't say anything, I'm going to give the prize to the person in second place. Wolverina last time finally did reply, but we asked for like 3 minutes before he or she said something. So I decided I should probably just make a rule on this. So if you get it, if you win, but you just don't say anything, then you don't get your prize. After you win, I have to be like, okay, congratulations, and then you have to say something in chat. You have to tell us, do you want it? Do you want to give it to somebody else? What do you want? You know, you won. You gotta talk to us. So that's all. You know, just want to say that. The quiz is turned off. It said ID linked. You're probably okay then. It'll probably pop up the questions. Hey Henry, is this deja vu? Yes, you are in Mercy School again. You missed yesterday's lecture. Okay, well, I hope you guys are ready. Oh, if it's linked and it's not on screen, try refreshing the page, Echo says. Hopefully that doesn't mess it up. We'll do the first question. If somebody got cut out of the quiz and they're complaining, we might just restart the quiz and the first question will just be free then. So, actually, I won't even reveal the answer on the first one, so maybe it won't be free, actually. But, okay. We're going to give this like another 15 seconds, and then I'm going to start the quiz. Sound good, everybody?
I'm on it. I hear you.
Okay. Someone sent me a picture on Discord. Let me look. Oh, sorry. I mean, somebody sent me a picture on Discord. Okay, hold on. Let me open Discord real fast. Let me look. It's still opening. We're literally taking notes. Okay. The fact that it shows QuizKit like that, you might be totally okay, Liz. It might just pop up the questions. But if not, look, we're going to do the first question, and if the first question's messed up, then we will just restart the quiz before we even reveal the answer, okay? Okay, well, we're going to give it a shot and find out. So, first I'm going to pop up the questions and the answers, then we're going to start the quiz. So, again, this is the wrong PowerPoint slide, so we're skipping that. When Mercy uses Valkyrie, her healing per second gets increased to how much? Does it get increased to, does it stay the same? 55? Does it get increased to 60? To 65? Or 70? So, those are your choices. Well, we're going to pop it up now. And if anybody's having issues and it won't pop up, say something. We're going to ask the questions with QuizKit right now. All right, it says it's still sending the questions, but you know, it's waiting for the players. So I think I'm not talking while anybody's answering now. Liz says it's working. That's good news, Liz. I just broke my computer. Well, time to send email tech support. Please bring me a new computer. Send. Okay. Well, anyway, Henry says he's on PS4, can't play. Feels bad, man. Mary's also on PS4, but she plays on her phone. But anyway, congratulations that it's actually working, Liz. I'm glad it's not completely broken.
I'm taking care of you.
Okay. Well, since nobody's complaining that it's not working, we're gonna move on. So, let's reveal the answer. Wow, everybody got it right. I'm actually kind of surprised because I had actually completely forgotten this until I watched my own video. I didn't even know that Valkyrie increased your healing anymore. I actually did not remember that was a feature until I watched my own video, and I was like, wait a minute, I better go check the wiki thing for this. And I went to Gamepedia, whatever the hell it's called, and I was like, oh wow, I was right. It does increase it to 60. Well, that sounds like a good question. So that was how, I just want to give you some question lore on how we made this quiz. But anyway, so that's how it is. If you ever feel like you need to heal everybody, 55 to 60 is not really a big increase. It'll never be applicable. You'll never be healing somebody and be like, my goodness, if I just had 5 more, I better pop Valk just to get that 5 more healing. But it's a nice bonus when you're Valking. So, not really something to think about. You don't really change your gameplay for it, but it's good to know. Alright, next question. What is the name of Mercy's passive ability? Is it Angelic Restoration? Is it Passive Regeneration? Regeneration? Or Restoration? Alright, we are going to ask this question right now. Okay, it says it's done sending. We're just waiting for the mobile users. If I am ever talking while it's still asking questions for anybody, just say something. But I think I'm allowed to talk at this point. I think it's more about latency is when it's getting to you. So I think when you hear me talking, no matter who you are or what you're playing, I think it has me talking after it asks the questions. So, also, Void says he's not sure. Well, Void, if you would have paid attention to the video, you would have known the answer.
Let's get you back out there.
Ooh, sorry.
Yeah, you better be sorry. You need to pay more attention, Void. Okay, well, let's reveal the answer. And the correct answer was regeneration. That's right, Mercy's passive ability is called regeneration. Some people thought it was passive regeneration. Wow, I did a really good job tricking you guys this time. Haha, got him, Pepe laugh. Also, somebody said restoration. It's also pretty funny. I thought this was a pretty good question. Henry asked if I can be his TA. I'm sorry, Henry, but with all this Mercy School nonsense, sorry, I had to get that computer out of the way. It was bugging me. With all this Mercy School nonsense and me making videos for it every day and writing lectures, I don't have time to be a teacher's assistant. But I'm sure someone in class would probably be willing to help you with studying if you would like. Like Mary. Everybody should just ask Mary. Mary can do anything. Not really, but you know, basic. So, anyway, I'm pretty happy I got you guys on a question for once. When I wrote this question, I was like, alright, this is a pretty good question because all these things sound really believable. And if they didn't pay attention to the video, and they might not know because I honestly didn't know what it was called either until I researched it before class. And I watched the video. But anyway, Pulse says, I clicked the wrong one, even though you knew what it was. You know, it happens. That happened to Liz the other day, and it's pretty unfortunate when it happens. So, unlucky. I'll maybe take it into consideration if you come in a second, though. Okay. Next question. Mercy's passive takes how long to activate, and it heals how much per second? Does it take half a second to activate and heals 25 HP per second? I'm also talking about Mercy's passive heals herself. This is how much self-healing Mercy gets when she's not in combat, okay? Does it activate in half a second and heal for 25? Or does it activate after 1 second of not taking damage and heal for 20? Or does it activate after 1.5 seconds and heal for 20? Or does it take 1 second to activate and heal Mercy for 25 HP per second? Also, Mary says, I got passive regeneration. Unfortunate, Mary. You need to pay more attention next time.
Damage amplified.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, well, it's not my fault. You're the one who lost points over it. Okay. Well, it's time to ask the question. I hope you guys are ready to click, and hopefully you'll click the right buttons this time. All right, we're asking the question right now. Okay, so it says it's done sending, but now we're just waiting for the mobile users. So, there's not really much for me to say until we reveal it, honestly. But I will say that Mercy's passive is actually one of the strongest parts of her kit. People don't even realize it. Can you imagine how overpowered Anna would be if she had this passive? My goodness. Anna has to waste a 12-second cooldown just to get back 100 HP. If Anna doesn't get healed by the other support, her life sucks and she hates it. So, if you ever want to be nice to your Anna, heal your Anna. Because she doesn't have this. So healing herself just sucks. But anyway, everyone's done now, so we're gonna reveal the answer. Well, it seems like pretty much everybody got it right. Wow. One person got it wrong. I don't know who it was. Very unfortunate. Bet says on my screen, it says the quiz ended a lot after you said it. I mean, before I said it. That is very unfortunate. I don't really know. If it's any, if it's any, what's that saying? I can't remember the saying. If it's any something, in quiz kit, when I'm setting up these quizzes, it says quiz kit is build alpha 0.54. Constellation. Any constellation. It says quiz kit is an alpha 0.54. So this thing's probably riddled with bugs and problems. So I'm very sorry that happened. If you came in second place, at the end, I'll consider that I don't know, something. Unless you're saying the whole quiz is botched, in which case, very unfortunate, because we're already deep into the quiz and we can't restart it at this point. Sorry to hear that, Bent. Hopefully, if it's completely broken, hopefully it'll work tomorrow. I'm sorry that you don't get a chance to fully participate if that's happening. I don't really completely understand what you're saying, but some kind of technical difficulty, and I'm very sorry for that. But anyway, so the correct answer was 1 second and 20 HP per second. It might not sound like much, 20 HP per second. That's actually a lot of healing. One of the #1 reasons that I decided to play Mercy is because I played Halo before I played Overwatch on console. And on Halo, everybody just regen their HP if they were out of combat. If you didn't die, you would just go back to full HP. So I already wanted to play Mercy for other reasons. But Sorry, before we finish that story a second. Bennett says the quiz ends way before I speak. That's what he... Okay, that is good to hear. I'm still going to wait for that moment to speak. I'll wait 15 seconds anyway, but good to know I'm not talking over anybody when they're trying to think. But anyway, yeah, I played Halo, and Halo, everybody regen to full HP. So when I played Mercy, I was like, oh, this is perfect. I know how to take advantage of this. You can really take advantage of this, because if you're trying to fight someone, you don't want to, but you're fighting someone, and you're low, you can fly off to cover, and then hide behind cover, and they'll come to you because they want to finish you off, and by the time they get to you, you've already regen like 100 HP or something, and then suddenly, if the fight starts all over again, but now they're missing HP from your last engagement, and you've got an additional 100 HP. Try to keep that in mind when trying to fight people. It's really useful when you're fighting someone as Battle Mercy, really overpowered. And this passive activates when you're in Valkyrie, and it really gives you an advantage in a battle when you're trying to shoot someone as in Valkyrie. When you're in Valkyrie, you can just hide for like 3 seconds, and now you're already back up like 60 HP, and that can really make a difference. So keep that in mind when fighting people. Anyway, I'm taking way too long on this. We better move on to the next question. So, next question. How far can Mercy's heal beam reach? Like, how far can I link it somebody? Like, you in the back.
Healing stream
I can heal
engaged.
you back there, and you're actually not at max range, but you know, how far can I reach? Like, once you go so far away, you click the button and nothing happens. And at a certain range, you walk away and then it just breaks. So, what is that range? The answer choices are 10 meters, 15 meters, 20 meters, or 25 meters. It's Zenyatta in the back. Secret revealed. Echo, that is very keen of you to notice. That actually is true. It is Zenyatta in the back. I put Zenyatta back there because he's pretty short and he doesn't have a weird shadow running on the wall back there. Anyway, so we're going to ask the question right now. Okay, it says it's done asking. Now we just gotta wait for the mobile users. So, remember how I mentioned beam connection breakage yesterday? Well, beam connection breakage can also happen at max range. There are times, it's not very common, but it happens decently often, where you will be linked onto
Damage
someone
increase.
Now we're in business.
from max range, and you can't actually do it from max range from where you want to be, like from behind cover. Or, you know, a really good example is, see this table? Pretend I'm standing on this table, and it's like I'm really small, okay? And I'm right on the edge, and there's somebody way over here. Actually, it's easier over here. I'm on the corner of this ledge. Look at my staff. I'm on the corner of this ledge right here, and there's somebody way over here, and I'm trying to heal from up here, and I don't want to drop onto the ground and just to be able to reach them. I really want to stay up on this ledge. Well, one thing I can do is jump off to get that link and then slow fall back onto the ledge, and then do that over and over and over to get that last bit of distance I need to attach my beam to them. That's one way you can do that in order to stay on high ground. I have it happen pretty often, actually. It's not super common, but it does happen where you don't want to give up your high ground. They're just like slightly out of range, and you just jump off, link it, and glide back on. Jump off, link it, glide back on. Jump off, link it, glide back on, and just keep doing that so you don't have to give up your perfect sphere of influence on high ground. Bent's got to go. Unfortunate, Bent. I'm sorry to hear that, but hope you had fun. We'll see you next time. Sorry you couldn't fully participate in the quiz, and have a good night, Bent. We will see you hopefully next class tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9:30 p.m. UTC. Okay, Bent, we'll see you. All right, well, it's 1 a.m. for Liz. We better get moving on. It's just taking a really long time. Why healing? Just battle mercy? True. If you can kill everybody yourself, then why even heal? But good luck. Anyway, so we're going to reveal the answer now. All right, well, correct answer was 15. That's right, Mercy can heal from 15 meters. That might not sound like much to American viewers, but European viewers probably understand that 15 meters is pretty freaking far. So, yeah, 15 meters, that'll get you pretty much everywhere you need to go. We don't really need to talk this anymore. This is kind of just a trivial question just to help you guys get points and have chances to gain or lose points in the quiz. Let's move on to the next question. Which of the following is not one of the primary roles of Mercy? Okay, this is another one of those not questions. So we're gonna list 3 things that are really important roles of Mercy, and then one of these things does not belong. All right, here we go. Is one of Mercy's primary roles to be a mobile heal station? Or to be a strong single target healer? Or is one of her primary roles to be highly mobile? Or is one of her primary roles being really hard to kill? One of these things is not one of her primary roles. So, yeah, I don't really want to give any hints, because I like seeing people get some of these questions wrong. It's kind of boring if everybody gets every question right all the time, so I'm not going to drop any hints. So one of these things is not one of her primary roles. And if you watched the video and paid attention, I explicitly mentioned 3 of these things in the video, and one of these things was not said in the video during a little spiel about this. So we're gonna ask the question now. I hope you're ready. We're gonna ask right now. Okay, so it's done asking. So, I'm gonna start going over these. Mercy's definitely a mobile heal station. If you don't think that's one of her primary roles, you might not have watched the video. Highly mobile. Anyone who's played Mercy knows that she's extremely mobile. That's a very important part of being Mercy, is being able to fly around quickly. Being hard to kill. Anyone who plays Mercy knows that you're not supposed to die, and you are very hard to kill if you play right. So that leaves us with one thing. Let's reveal the answer. That's right, Mercy is not supposed to be a strong single target healer. Mercy can pocket people, but it's not because she's a strong single target healer. The reason being that she doesn't actually heal very much. The reason she pockets is because it's so easy to get that healing without breaking it, without missing. Anna has to aim. She could miss a shot. It's difficult. You know, Mercy just links on and just goes about her business, and you're already pocketing something. That's the reason people pocket, not because she heals a lot. Anna heals, as a comparison, Mercy heals for 55 HP per second. If Anna throws a grenade and then shoots somebody as fast as she can, she heals for more than 110 HP per second. More than double what Mercy heals. If Moira throws her heal orb and heals at the same time, that's, I think, 120 now because they nerfed it. And if Moira throws a damage orb and uses coalescence, she can single target heal someone for like, gosh, I'm trying to remember. It's 160 plus 60, 220, I think. And then, or no, it's not 160, 120 plus 60, 180, I think. And then if you get an Anna nade on that, then, Moira can heal for almost Transcendence. Even with the nerf, she can heal for like, if you throw a heal orb and throw Coalescence, Moira can heal for like 220 HP per second or something like that. I don't know the numbers now because they nerfed. I used to know the number. It was like 240 before. Now it's probably like 180 or 210 or something. Well, anyway, Mary says, I think she is a strong single target healer. Well, you think she's a strong single target healer, but that doesn't necessarily mean that she is. She is an average single target healer. That is the truth. Lucio is a bad single target healer, and Zenyatta is an absolute trash tier single target healer. And Brig is honestly not that great, but she can kind of do it, but she runs out of healing. But just because Zen sucks at single target healing, and Lucio also sucks at single target healing, does not automatically make Mercy a high single target healer. Because Mercy's in the middle. Think about Anna and Moira. They can heal for like 2 to 4 times more than Mercy, basically, depending on what's going on, to one single target. It's pretty nuts. When you compare it to them, Mercy sucks single target. She can't actually, you know, it's just the consistency. The consistency is with Mercy is what gives the illusion that she's a good single target healer. So, yeah, she's just average. Haha, got him. You know, you should have paid attention to the video, Mary, because I mentioned these 3 things explicitly, and I did not mention that last thing.
Where does
Haha,
it
got
hurt?
him.
That's my fault.
Yep, your fault. You should have watched the video. All right, next question. When Mercy changes position to save a teammate, which of the following is not something she should be considering, okay? And again, this was in the video, so you better have been paying attention. Okay, which of these things is something she should not consider, okay? Because she needs to consider 3 of these things. Maybe I should say this in a positive way. I don't know if it'll be easy. Let me think about this. So if I say, okay, so one of these things is not good. And the choices are, you know, it's easier if I just do it the way I was doing. I'm confusing myself. Okay, okay, which one of these things is not something to consider? Should she not consider whether or not the position is safe? Or should she not consider how dangerous it is or how practical it is to return from that position? Or should she not be considering, is it a smart place for your teammate to be? Or should she not be thinking about or considering how far the heal beam can reach from that area? Which one of these things, which one of those things should you not even worry about when making this decision? One of these things you don't even care about. Don't even worry about it. 3 of these things, though, you absolutely need to think about before you change position. I'll look at the Discord. 1 second. So the single target or pocket support. Her ability to boost the damage. She excels at single target pocket. Okay. Even with that reading thing, I really want to point out something. It says she is good at single target support, not healing. Because the consistency and the damage boost is really nice on a single target. But that doesn't make her a high single target healer. It makes her a consistent single target healer. Very different things. Mary, you are just wrong. You need to get your facts
Taking care
straight.
of you, Brigitte.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, you just need to watch these videos, Mary. It was said in the video. Okay, well, one of these things Mercy should not be thinking about when making this decision. So, we're gonna ask this question right now. I'm gonna give you guys like 10 seconds to read it on your own because I feel like I might have made it confusing when I said it myself, okay? So, I'm gonna leave this up for 10 seconds. You guys might want to read over this a second time because this question is kind of confusing, but it is a legitimate question. It's pretty fair. So, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna be quiet and let you guys read for like 10 seconds. Okay, I hope everybody's done reading because we're gonna ask the question. Everybody ready? Ready? Because this is a complicated question. Okay, Mary's German. She needs more time to read. Okay, hold on. We'll give her more time.
That's my fault.
Yeah, it's your fault for not being born in America, K-Kona. Are we done yet? You guys need more time? Okay, Void's ready. Mary, are you ready yet? I know you're German, but geez. This has been like half a minute. Jamming out to the music while I wait. You might want to hurry up, Mary. Liz needs to go to bed. It's like 1 a.m. and Liz is like 10 years old. These not questions are confusing. There's really no other way for me to ask it. So I am sorry about that, but there was no other way to ask this question other than with not. Okay, you're ready. Don't be so glum, Mary. You might still win, and there's always tomorrow. You don't need to stop being so depressed, Mary. It's just a quiz. You might get it tomorrow, okay? Don't worry about it. You'll be okay. You'll be fine. All right. Well, anyway, we're gonna ask the question right now. Okay, it says that we're done sending it. We're just waiting for the latency part of this. So, in the video, we mentioned this directly. I didn't emphasize it too much, but I was like, okay, when Mercy changes position, she needs to think about, is this new position safe? How dangerous, practical is it to return from there? How far can her heal beam reach from there? I literally mentioned that, like, verbatim. I'm pretty sure I quoted this verbatim, like, word for word, when I asked this question. I did not say, is this a smart place for my teammate to be, okay? I already revealed the answer directly. But let's actually reveal the answer, and I'll talk more. Okay, one person got it wrong. If it's Mary, she's gonna be real depressed. Well, anyway, so... is this a smart place for my teammate to be? That has nothing to do with what you as Mercy need to do. Your teammate might be feeding his or her brains out like a dumb DPS, and it is your job to save them from their bad decisions, which is why we have the res ability. So, you shouldn't be sitting there thinking, wow, my DPS is dumb for doing that. I'm just gonna let her die, and I don't care. If you do that, you might just lose your game, because just because they're in a dumb spot doesn't mean they're a bad player. Sometimes it does, but not always. So you should give them the benefit of the doubt and try to help them come back from their bad choice. Your only concern when repositioning is it safe for you, the Mercy player?
You should be at peak performance.
Is it dangerous or reasonable to come back from there? And if not, what can you accomplish from there? Like, what can you... Mary, Liz, don't bully Mary. Liz, if you bully somebody, I'm going to have to give you an attention. This is your first warning. No bullying in this classroom, okay? Well, anyway, like I was saying, I forgot what I was saying. That was pretty funny. So, I gotta get this back up. Yeah, if you can't reasonably return from there, can you do anything? Like, if you go to save Ash, well, maybe you can't return from there, but maybe that's okay. Maybe you just hang out with Ash, and you go, okay, now it's just me and Ash against the world. Hope Anna can heal the rest of my team. You know, so there's times, but it's something to think about. That's the main point. And then, how far can your heal beam reach from there? Because you might be able to jump to someone and still be able to get to the rest of your team from that position just fine. So you might be able to kill two birds with one stone, as they say. Go and help your teammate and still be able to heal your teams, the rest of your team, without giving it up. Also, Levia Levick says, hello. Hello, Levia. You missed the first, like, 6 questions. I don't even know if you can join in at this point, but if you can, when you try. Liz is getting tired. It's getting late. We better hurry up, because we still got, like, 3 questions. Okay, let's move on to the next question. What is the most dangerous thing to watch out for when crossing open spaces? I mentioned this extremely clearly in the video. It was not emphasized, but I only said one thing when I mentioned this. So let's hope that we get this right, okay? The choices are Roadhog, Ultimates, Dive Tanks, or Snipers. Which one of these things should you be watching out for when crossing a wide open space, usually with Guardian Angel, but even walking too? We're gonna ask this question right now. I just punched the microphone on accident. My bad. Okay, well, it says it's done asking. Roadhog's scary. You definitely should watch out for that when crossing, but it's not the most dangerous thing to watch out for. He might not have hook, okay? If he doesn't have hook, he's not dangerous. There are times you can cross no problem if he's hanging out, all right? Well, ultimates, it happens, but ultimates are so situational. It's not the most dangerous thing. I mean, there's a time and a place, but it doesn't apply to everything, so it's not the most dangerous. There are times you'll have a specific time that is the most dangerous, but it depends. Do they have X, Y, and Z character who has X, Y, and Z alt, and they don't, you know, it's too complicated. It's not really the answer. We're gonna reveal the answer. We gotta speed this up because everyone's getting tired. All right, everyone guessed snipers. Good job. If you try to cross an open space and there's a Widowmaker, she's gonna shoot you in the head and you're eliminated. Goodbye, you just lost the game. Same for Hanzo, if he's really good. So, we're gonna move on to the next question, though. I don't really need to explain that. You guys all got it right, so you must obviously understand. All right, next question. In the overgeneralized method, who should Mercy heal first? I explained this in the video. This is not always the best thing, but this is like, I don't know what to do. I'm new to Mercy. Okay, well, just follow this rule and it's better than nothing. This is the overgeneralizing it thing. Should you heal targets who have low maximum health? Or should you heal the targets with high maximum health first? Or should you heal the DPS first? Or should you heal the support players first? Which one of these should you prioritize over everybody else if you don't know what you're doing and you're just trying to overgeneralize the thing, okay? We're gonna ask the question right now. Alright, it says it's done sending it. I just really quick want to say, my god, Mercy School has lasted for an hour. I should probably work on finding a way to make it not take as long, unless you guys really want it to last an hour. But I feel like 45 minutes would probably be a better thing than an hour and 15. So, we're gonna try to speed through class. Let's pretend it's like a real class, and the teacher's running behind, but she just has to speed through everything real fast because she messed up. Let's just play it like that, okay? Liz also said she tapped the wrong thing. Very unfortunate, Liz. I am sorry to hear that. I am sorry for your loss, Liz.
Thank you.
Okay, well, we're gonna reveal the answer. Alright, the correct answer was targets with low max health. Because if you see a Tracer and she's missing 50 HP, that's really dangerous for the Tracer. But if you see Roadhog missing 50 HP, it's like nothing. He's not even in danger at all. That's the overgeneralized thing. Also, Sasando says, it skipped for me for some reason. I'm so sorry to hear that. It's unfortunate QuizKit is an alpha 0.54. If hopefully whoever made this thing someday will finish this thing and make sure that it works perfectly. This is literally the only extension that was on. This was literally the only extension for asking quizzes. It was literally the only thing I could possibly find. So we're just gonna have to make do. I'm so sorry that that's happening to you. Also, I'm sorry Lizzie hit the wrong button. Very unfortunate. All right, well anyway, we're gonna go on to the next question because we're out of time. We gotta hurry this up. What is the hardest decision Mercy players have to make? I emphasized this very hard before class, okay? I told you guys before class, I talked about this. I spent like 2 minutes ranting about this. So I hope you guys get this one right. What is the hardest decision? Is it who to res? Is it who has to die? Is it who to damage boost? Or is it when should I use Valkyrie? Which one of these things is the hardest decision Mercy players have to make? We're gonna ask the question right now. Okay, Zed is done asking. So, I mentioned pretty explicitly the answer to this one. Wanted to use Valkyrie is important and all, but... oh my god, my buttons. Wanted to use Valkyrie is important and all, but... It's not the hardest decision you have to make. It's not super hard to make that decision. Food damage boost. What you know, I like the ins and outs of damage boost. Not really that hard to make the decision. Who to res? Kind of a tough decision. Definitely not the hardest decision. Most of the time, there's only one guy who's dead. Okay? But even then, there's a pretty standard formula you can follow on that. Who has to die? Let's reveal the answer. The correct answer was who has to die. Wow, you guys were actually paying attention to my lecture before the video. Good job, everybody. Yep, who has to die is emotionally stressful. It's also very difficult because you have to choose who to heal over who, and then somebody dies, and you gotta let it happen and just focus on one so they don't both die. Very difficult decisions to make. Well, anyway, let's move on to the last question because we're out of time. When Mercy uses Valkyrie, how much range does she gain on her beams? So, we talked about this. Normally the beam is 15 meters.
You should be at peak performance.
Valkyrie,
My spirit is strong.
it's a different number. Or is it? Let me see what the questions are. The answers are. Oh, hold on. I hit the wrong button. Yeah, okay. It's a different number. But how different is it? It's 15. Does it double? Does it triple? Does it increase by 1.5? Does it increase by 2.5 times? So does it go from 15 to 30, 15 to 45, or 15 to 22.5, or does it, whatever, 1.5 times, 2 times, 2.5 times, or 3 times? How much does it increase by when she uses Valkyrie? The video explained this. It gave the actual hard numbers. So you gotta do, you gotta know what this is. So anyway, we're gonna ask the question right now. Wait, Liz, before we ask, Liz says, wait, keep this longer. Okay, Liz, I'm gonna hold it up for just a minute for you. I'm just 10. I thought about that. Do they teach you multiplication yet when you're 10 years old? I don't remember when I learned multiplication. I was like, I don't remember. Somewhere between the ages of 6 and 12. I don't remember, though. Sasando's 13. Well, Sasando's got a better shot at multiplication. Dude, division was the hard part when I was a kid. My goodness, learning division was harder than learning algebra when I was a kid. Okay, Liz is ready. We're gonna ask the question right now. Mary's accusing Liz of cheating. That's actually really funny. Now that you mention it, that's totally believable based on what she said, but I don't really care. It's just a quiz. Who even cares, honestly? But okay, that's actually a really funny thought. Good observation, Mary. Pretty funny. Mary did get bullied by Liz, so I don't blame her for, Mary, I understand your pain, Mary. I do sympathize with you.
Healing stream engaged.
Okay, well, anyway, that's really funny to accuse her of that. Okay, well, we're just gonna reveal the answer this time. No calling somebody a dummy head. And honestly, we probably shouldn't accuse people of cheating either. That kind of feels like bullying too, but you children behave. All right, the correct answer was 2 times. It goes from 15 meters to 30 meters when you use Valkyrie. Also, Void said he's 24. Wow, I didn't know you could be 24 and still not know multiplication. That's really unfortunate, Void. Maybe in the next Kingdom Hearts game, they'll have a mini game about learning multiplication. Okay, well, anyway. So, that was the final question. When you're in Valkyrie, you can reach really, really far. So, I'm confused. But anyway, I'll let chat talk myself. But you can reach really far in Valkyrie. It opens up a lot of opportunities to do things. You can be in places that you normally wouldn't be able to be in while healing. It's really easy to stay alive while healing. You can accomplish a lot. You can position perfectly. Valkyrie's a really nice ability while healing. And that extra range really helps. My bad, Void. I apologize for bullying you.
Damage boost engaged.
Valeu.
In English, please. None of that Danish crap.
Thank you.
That's better. This is Kate Kona. Okay. Well, that was the last question. So, I think we're done here. We're gonna reveal the results. Let's see how everybody did. Let's see who won the quiz this time. Oh, wow. It was Echo. Echo won by a close margin to Wolverina. Echo's so far ahead, though. Echo and Wolverina is so far... Wait, what? Void, did you just time out Liz? Void, you are not... That is not okay. Okay, I mean, yes, she was bullying, but that was, she's only 10. That was pretty mean. How do you untime someone out? Did you actually time her out? What, I need to actually know, or did Mary time her out? Mary, did you time her out? Mary, if you timed her out, that's not okay. I need to find out how to undo that right now. No, me? Okay, hold on. I gotta look it up. How do I untime someone out? That is not okay. Hold on. Let me read it real fast. We gotta fix it. Hold on, Liz. I'm coming to rescue you. It says unbanned. Let me try that. Oh, I gotta open Chrome. You just created so much work for me, Mary. Did you warn her? Oh, that was. Did you warn her? You gotta be more specific. You gotta tell her that you're gonna ban her if you do. You can't just say one more time. I didn't even know what that meant when I read that. Unban Liz Belly. I removed the timeout on you, Liz. Mary's a big bully. So, I do apologize for Mary. She's normally a good mod, but that was pretty uncalled for. So anyway, Echo won the quiz. Echo, are you there? Do you want the VOD review this time? You gave it away last time. I think it's your time to shine, Echo. Do you want this VOD review? Oh, you said timeout? I want to see. Mary said she's cheating. Veil sip. Veil smug. Veil comfy. Liz ... one more time. And then she banned her and said Veil sip. You definitely did not say timeout even once. I actually had a funny moment yesterday in game, so sure. Okay, perfect. Alright, well, Echo won the quiz. Good job, Echo. You're pretty smart.
Mercy in Bereitschaftsdienst.
Yep, you're pretty smart, Echo. So, alright. And I don't know who contestant 1 and 5 were, but they did pretty good. Everybody did pretty good. Let's give a virtual round of applause for everybody. Okay? Good job, everybody. Also, Mary said before that, I'm going to scroll up. I got to see this. Okay, I'm going to keep scrolling. Let's see. Good night, Veil Baka. We got Veil Riot. Oof. I'm tired. Doesn't matter. I lost points. Super tired. No. Let me read. I need to read. Look at Discord. Strong. Passive. I got passive. Okay. I don't see it. I don't see. I don't know. I'm gonna look at it one more time. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna look a second time. No bully. Everybody said. You said oof. Veil Riot. Good night, Veil Baka. And that was the end of the bully session. Then she bullied. You said she's cheating. Veil sip. And then she called you a dummy head. And then you said Veil smug. Veil smug. Veil comfy. And then you said Liz ... one more time. And then she said something mean again. And then you timed her out and said Veil. You definitely. You definitely did not say, you did not even say the words timeout even one time. Mary, don't you lie to us. If you have proof, screenshot it and send it to me. I want to see this. Maybe it didn't show the message to me. I'm actually really curious now. Hold on. Oof. Veil Riot. What? You didn't say anything. You just timed her out. What are you talking about? What? Like, even in your screenshot, you just did it. That gray text is only to you. You're the only one who sees that gray text in that screenshot because you're a mod. That was mod only text when it's gray like that. You did it, and it tells you, the mod, you timed this person out. That's what that was. Let me see. What did I miss chat while I was doing all that? Okay, I didn't miss too much. Claps, slaps, not claps. Okay. Well, either way, it's okay. Everybody's fine. Liz will be fine. But also, you guys need to not bully each other, okay? It's not okay to bully each other. I want to hear "I'm sorry" from each one of you right now, okay?
You needed a doctor?
Sorry.
Ooh, sorry.
Damage amplified.
That's my fault.
That's better, okay? Well, anyway, that concludes Mercy School for today. We'll talk about this after end Mercy School. That's the end of Mercy School for today. I hope you guys learned something today. And, yeah, it's a pretty fun lesson today. We'll be back tomorrow with Mercy School at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9:30 p.m. UTC. And tomorrow's class is Beginner's Damage Boost. It's not up on the YouTube yet, but I will post it tomorrow because I'm not done putting it together. So, I think the bell's gonna ring soon, guys. When the bell rings, you're allowed to leave.
Understood.
Oh, there it is. All right, well, it was fun having you guys. Have fun in your next whatever the hell you're going to. So, I don't have goodbye bound, but goodbye, chat. Goodbye, class.